Hi, I'm Nina, and I'm going to be talking about my 2024 ins and outs. I've seen a bunch of videos of these recently, and I think it's just really fun to think about. My computer is down below with my notes and stuff, so if you see me looking down, that's why, but let's get into it. So I'll start with my ins, and the first one is finding your personal style. I feel like in the last year, I've found myself like on Pinterest, seeing all these outfits and things and like saving things, even looking through some of my own Pinterest boards, looking on Instagram, that kind of thing, and being like, do I actually do I genuinely like the things that I'm saving? So something I've started to do when I'm on Pinterest or that kind of thing and feel like maybe I'm being like influenced into a trend or whatever, I'll try to like stop and look at old pins of mine and seeing what still really resonates, or like old saves on Instagram, whatever, and seeing what still really resonates for me and trying to hone in on those things that really feel like kind of core likes that I really like and that feel a little bit less of like just what I'm being pushed on by whatever algorithms. So finding your own personal style and then finding ways to like express it for yourself instead of just like feeling influenced in whatever, or like algorithm brainwashed, you know? So my next one is, this is just like pretty specific, but it's satin sneakers. It's a trend that I've kind of had in the back of my head because I saw these, I think they were old Nike, like Nike Cortez satin sneakers on eBay a couple months ago, and I was like, those are really cool. And so I feel like satin sneakers are gonna start to come in. I feel like it also kind of dovetails with the whole like girlhood trends and all of that, and is like kind of a new way to wear that fabric, and is the whole like feminine sporty combo that we've all been loving recently. So satin sneakers. And then a more like theoretical whatever in is having like favorite pieces or staple pieces. So not just seeing other people do this, but also like for yourself, because I feel like that's a very real thing, is like when you have your favorite pair of jeans or something, it's so easy to come up with an outfit with them because you know they're just a really solid piece. And I feel like we're going to start to see more of that mixing and matching and like repeating like really staple pieces and wearing them in different ways, and just like more acceptance and celebration of re-wearing pieces over and over again this year. I feel like we had the whole like I'm an outfit repeater pride moment, and I think this kind of goes in line with that, and is also just like a really normal thing that I think back on. Like I feel like when I was in middle school and high school, I'd have like one pair of shoes for the whole year, and like those were my shoes for the year. They were my favorite shoes and I was so excited about them. And so I've been trying to think about what pieces in my wardrobe are like my staple pieces, like what are the pieces that I want to rewear the most, and just trying to like take that into the new year too. And then the last one, and this might just be my own personal style kind of showing through, but that's seeing more simple but interesting outfits. So whether it's like a cool contrast seam on like a simple bag, or some kind of interesting like texture or detail on an otherwise really simple silhouette of like a shirt or pants, but just having these pieces that at their core are really simple but have some detail or some element that feels unique about it, that makes it not just like the same pair of straight leg whatever jeans. Not to say that there isn't a place for beautifully made simple pieces, but I think just in general seeing more outfits that maybe a couple years ago you would have been like, that's really boring, but now being able to appreciate more of the subtle details that go into it. All right, so now for the outs. My first one is being completely put together, and I think that's on its way out. I think the whole like quiet luxury, old money, stealth wealth, whatever, I feel like kind of a core part of that is like these people who look really effortlessly like put together. So it's like hair's right, makeup's right, shirt's perfect, pants are perfect, whatever. They're really simple, again, really simple like tailored pieces, but everything is like perfectly in place. And so I think we're gonna start seeing outfits and looks where things are a little bit more undone, whether it's like someone isn't wearing makeup, or like their hair is a little bit messy, or they're really wearing like really crisp trousers with a shirt that's like a little bit more worn, or a sweater with like a hole in it or something. But just having these elements of outfits that are slightly undone, or of looks I should say, that are slightly undone. And then The next thing I think is going out, and I think this might be kind of controversial, but I think bows are gonna slowly work their way out because we've just been seeing them so much everywhere in every way that I think we're gonna have to transition to something else just because they are being so done. Not to say that they're gonna stop being cute, stop being like sweet, feminine, whatever, but I think they're on their way out this year. I think there's gonna be maybe a new focus on other kinds of closures, whether it's like instead of just tying like a ribbon and a bow on your purse to make it cute, maybe you're just tying it in like a simple knot. And I guess this goes back to the whole like simplicity thing, where it's like a kind of unexpected detail, or just tying like a scarf in a knot on your bag, I think is really cute. Or like if you have the little tie tops that you would have tied in a bow, just tying it in like a simple knot and letting that kind of be. I think we're gonna start to see more of that. Also, like, I feel like I've been seeing more of the big like 80s kind of like bauble earrings that's just like a big circle. And so I feel like also seeing those that are like in the shape of a knot is gonna come in, and potentially other like types of closures too, whether it's jackets that have interesting closures with like a hook and eye brass clasp, or just like more noticeable buttons, or more horse bits. Next, then my last one is being quote on trend and having these really like viral, trendy, singular items. Like I think back to that one House of Sunny dress or whatever. I think we're gonna start seeing people playing into trends in more individualistic ways. I think it has already been starting, but I think instead of everyone buying the exact same pair of pants, everyone buying the exact same pair of shirt, bag, whatever, we're going to start to see people just being able to take inspiration from one another without directly getting the exact same thing, and finding ways to make these trends their own, or even these trendy pieces their own, instead of just going and buying that one specific piece, so that everybody just looks a little bit more unique, even though we're all in the trend together. You know what I mean? So that is my last one. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this, maybe like it. If you want to subscribe, I'd be so happy to have you here. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.